We decided to take part in the curriculum reform because we consider it's very important students can know more languages because it's a way they can improve their knowledge about the world. Because the main problem sometimes is students at the department sometimes are forced to study second foreign languages, maybe 1 year, maybe 2, it depends on the department. And sometimes, okay, so you have 2 or more years studying in one language, and after that, when you are looking for a job, you cannot say, hey, I can, well, you can say you can speak very well French, German, or another languages, but you have no any certificate. So we think this is a very good idea for us, okay, because it's a kind of recognition, okay, and can help students to be recognized when they finish and they try to look for a job. So maybe you have to think, okay, so what I want to do with my life, okay, and say, okay, so I want to do this. For doing this, what language maybe is useful for me, okay? So for example, I want to try to do something related with law, okay? So of course then I recommend you to study German. But if, for example, you want to study art, maybe Renaissance, so maybe I recommend you to study Italian, so because it will be useful. So think what you want to do, and later you decide what language you want to study, okay? You study as a freshman, you make a level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4, you got the advanced title. When you arrive to level 3, you can study at the same time the literature course of this language or the culture course of this language. So, in fact, it's possible to do all if you want. Okay, and in fact, I know some students before the specialization programs starts have all the courses in one language, not only in Spanish. I also know someone has all the courses in German or all the courses in French. So. Is it possible? It's hard, but it's possible. The main problem here is to go to the sources, and normally to go to the sources you need languages. And normally here in Taiwan the sources are in Chinese, of course, or maybe English translation. So sometimes if you want to study a topic, for example, related to Spain or Europe, okay, so you have to study something written in English. You cannot access to other languages. With this, you can access to the original sources. You go expand your horizons because it's not only right now, okay, so I can only accept information coming from someone in Chinese write a book, or someone English or Anglo-Saxon person writing English one book about the topic. So I have more choices. On the one hand, we want all languages in our department becomes with the pass of the time and apply for this specialization. So probably in the coming future, maybe Italy, maybe Czech, maybe Polish, okay, are the coming languages. And on the other hand, we want to increase the number of topics, not only language, not only literature, not only culture. So the idea was because in our department, this is the basic 3 ideas we work, okay, language, culture, and literature. We understand this maybe for technical degrees is not very useful, or maybe a little bit far from the knowledge. And our idea in the future is maybe to open more themes to study language, so maybe something related to language and economics, okay, or maybe language and law, okay, or maybe technical translation, okay. So this is the idea, okay. But at the beginning, it's all we have, the typical subjects we have. So we start with this, but we don't want to stop here. So we want to adapt to the rest of the university.